Yes.
Great. The only things you need to know about it is in this poem, Poe, of course, is Edgar Allan Poe, and then the naturalist John James Audubon, who a couple of hundred years ago, did sketches and drawings, and he's made these great images of the birds of America. So it's quite a well-known work. A map of Manhattan that charts only the springs to point out where the gray spaces turn to hardwood forests and castles. I never toured Poe's cottage or walked along the aqueduct that brought water from Croton to the city, where he paced back and forth to High Bridge. However, I have driven underneath waiting for his thin body to drop. Am I afraid? I've known ravens less voracious and fatter. A locket portrait of his baby wife cracks our windshield. The fallen Poe fastens his coal-lined eyes, fixes a gaze, a bead to still my beating heart. At a forgotten destination, at a damp tomb, I did not climb the wooden and sturdy toothpicks of the stairs. I did not take from the war chest ribbons and medals or blueprints for a torpedo or smart bomb. Nor did I take book blocks, nor wooden aches for darning socks, nor board games of checkers or marbles. Here in this space, may obligations fall aside and weep, and may my love poem rebound. I want a lover with tree trunk thighs, a young willow that bends with the wind and buds in the spring. However, I am cast among the unromantic who powder and spray nature out of our nature, and those who hate the feel of moss or dirt, those who cross the road to avoid graveyards rather than those who dig deep enough to bury themselves. I dress and prepare to walk 100 blocks uphill along the Hudson, noting the direction of other people's partners and the weather and the white froth the river sometimes takes on, and the joggers, bikers, strollers, and New Jersey Palisades, those cliffs of amusement parks that once rivaled Coney Island, that island of rabbits. This walk towards boulders of the Northwest, thrusting without sensuality, evading gravity, or pushing the daily upwards, sucking mud for a straw and making bricks, I set my legs to work mixing the muck for a penny a brick. Run my hands along the rails, sleep on a metal bed, fashion a mattress out of old clothes. Open safes and suitcases from an attic, find vials of serum, the footprint of an institution for the feeble-minded, the keys to a once spanking white tuberculosis ward with a sun porch loaded with ivy and honeysuckle, the kind of place a ghost hunter would haunt. I walk at midnight on the grand concourse of my mind, trying to achieve the actual location of movie palaces and boulevards, uphill to the Bronx to the monuments of Woodlawn, obelisk of the Woolworth's tomb and Herman Melville's meek grave topped with rocks and coins for luck. The 4 train ends here, a long way from Arrowhead with its view of Mount Greylock. Scale this island, unearth Seneca Village, unblock streams, release the river otters, restore the oysters to the rightful beds, let the beds lie in the earth. About John James Audubon, take a feather to him. Birds of America, he had a system. Taxonomy, is that the right word for cataloging species? Kentucky and Manhattan wilderness, a highway running along Audubon Park and marshes too, dangerous to trek. No passenger pigeons and their roosts, but Audubon auto sales and racetracks. The folio lies under thick plastic and they turn the page every few days, and there is his buckskin suit, his wife's hair combs. John James Audubon, set your slaves free. John James Audubon, study these bones. John James Audubon, pay your debts. Fire up the smokehouse and warm up the general store. I'll set on the scales and weigh myself. Eat crackers from the barrel, even as crumbling, stale, and mushy as they might be.
Yeah.